Hi, I'm Jared Falk, and in this video drum lesson, you're going to learn the basics of how to play the drums. I'm not going to assume you have any previous experience on the drums, so therefore, we'll start right from the top. Later, you'll want to check out some of the other video lessons on topics like how to hold your drumsticks, bass drum technique, drum theory, notation, and much more. However, this lesson is just going to get you playing for the first time. We're not going to worry about perfect technique or a whole bunch of complicated theory. This way, you can have some fun trying out the drums before you commit to investing your time and energy into learning all that extra information. Let's jump right into it. Take a look at the provided sheet music. The first line starts out with a group of eighth notes. The X on the top row means these are to be played on the hi-hats. You don't have to worry too much about theory, but it's important that you learn to count these out loud. I've written the counts above each note for you. So let's count out loud. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. To play these on the drum set, you simply put your left foot down on the hi-hat pedal to keep the hi-hats closed. Play each count as you count out loud. I'm going to play it for you now while I count out loud. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now the second line on your sheet music incorporates the bass drum on beats 1 and 3. These are represented by notes just above the bottom line. Rest your heel on the base of the pedal and use your ankle to play like this. Notice how my foot stays in contact with the footboard even on the way back up. This allows you to control the rebound of the springs so you can maintain control over the pedal. Okay, let's incorporate this on beats 1 and 3, always making sure you count out loud. The third exercise on the provided sheet music includes the snare drum being played on counts 2 and 4. You can see that the snare is represented by notes that are on the middle line. You simply strike the middle of the snare drum to play these notes. Nothing too complicated here, so let's add that with our hi-hat notes by playing the third exercise. And finally, we're going to bring it all together with exercise 4. It's important that you really focus on keeping the notes synced up. In other words, you want to play the bass and snare drum shots right with the hi-hat strokes. Let's count out loud as we do this now. If you're having any difficulty with this, feel free to go back and practice beats 2 and 3. You always want to focus on playing steady and in time. That's the whole reason why counting out loud is so important when you're first learning to play. Now, as I said earlier, this lesson is just to get you started. When you're ready to learn more, I highly recommend you check out our other lessons on holding the sticks, bass drum technique, and much more. You don't want to play without proper technique for too long, as it can result in you forming bad habits that will ultimately limit your drumming.